Okay, this is the training video on the sleeper bus. Okay? Kubota diesel generator. Obvious, check the oil here, dipstick right there. There's a purge tank for the coolant here, and there's also one on the other side that I will show. You have circuit breakers, they're marked. One for the coach, this is a spare. This one is marked cooling fans. There are 2 cooling fans on this generator. If either one of those fans are not in operation, the generator will overheat and shut itself off. One fan changes the air in this compartment. The air comes in through a grate back behind here, behind the generator. With it running, you can simply stick your hand back here and you can feel it blowing. The hot air comes in, or the cool air comes in, and then the hot air goes out the discharge here. That's one fan. The second fan is the cooling fan on the radiator on the other side of the truck that I will show. Another component that this has is an electric water pump. It also has to be running or you're going to overheat. There's a shaft that sticks right out the end of it right here. It's not sharp. When it's running, you can simply touch that shaft and feel if it is turning. If you confirm that the 3 fans are running and the water pump is running, if you are up on oil and not low on coolant, the generator should run. There is a temperature gauge right up in the cab of the truck. It's marked Kubota. The temperature deal in the engine itself, the Kubota engine, will shut it down if the water temperature gets too much above 200. So you want to see between 180 and 200 degrees on that thermostat. The radiator that cools the generator is on the other side of the truck. You've got a coolant tank here that you're going to look to see what your coolant is like, and you're also going to confirm that this fan is running. This one, when it's running, is quite easy to hear. There's really no reason for you guys to ever take the radiator cap off. If you're fighting the water temperature and all of the fans are running and the water pump is also running, you could actually remove this side skirt and put it in one of the storage bays in the back under some extreme heat conditions. If the fan happened to fail that changes the air in the generator compartment itself, you could very carefully use a block of wood or plastic or something possibly and tie this door to where it was open 3 or 4 inches, and that would also get rid of the heat inside that box. Those may be 2 workarounds on the system. The other thing we need to talk about are the transfer switches. The power comes from either shore power or one of the 2 generators. These transfer switches are marked diesel generator. It's also scratched on it Kubota right here, and then one for the engine-driven generator. The power comes in, goes through the transfer switch, and then lastly, it goes through. Gotta get some light here. Lastly, it goes through this electrical analyzer back here. If you look closely, it has a line 1, a line 2, and then it has a delay light. You'll start the generator, either one, whether it be the engine-driven generator or this Kubota diesel generator, and it will have a 5 or 10 second delay. Then the transfer switch will drop in. It will then forward the power and send it to the power analyzer. The light that says delay timer will start flashing. That light will flash for sometimes up to 10 minutes. When it feels like it has good power, you'll hear an electric magnet drop in. That then forces the power on through into the coach to provide power. So the bottom line is when you first start the generator, or if the system shuts down for some reason, to restart the system, so to speak, it will take approximately 10 minutes. And you will need to turn off all the loads inside the coach before you ever start and stop the system. Turn off the air conditioners before you turn off the generator, and make sure that they are off before you start the generator. And that applies for the engine-driven generator or the Kubota, either one.